A pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, the diaspora, and elsewhere, friends all, and the world at large. Today, I want to ask you to subscribe to the channel if you are interested of the future and the message. And let it be known to you, I'm not your teacher nor your prophet, but we all have a day and we all have a voice, unless we want to live in the back door. Let me give my condolence to the people again, over and over. I will say to the Palestinian people, when I look at Al Jazeera News and other news to see how children are dying with malnutrition, lack of food, all because of the chosen one, as they say, God chose the Israelites. They are the chosen people. Well, I would have liked to know that if they were chosen, because what would have happened? But not all Jews think like that. Same goes for the white European race, the Africans, the Indian and Chinese. Not everyone thinks the same. There's good and bad in every nation, every race. But this is the 21st century, and we have a right to draw a line and stop looking back and start to look forward. We are tired over and over listening about Jesus was black, Muhammad was black. This is not the time for these things. The world is electronic. We are going forward every day. And for some reason, we still have these negative things amongst us. Who is right and who is wrong? The man with the money or the poor man? Who is humble and who is not? The man who begs or the man who gives? Today, the world may have 8-point-something billion population. We are seeing war in every part of the corner. We see nothing yet in Latin and South America, but maybe soon because of Mr. Maduro versus Venezuela and Suriname about New River. But I want to ask all these gladiators, where did it put you? You're fighting for land that will one day receive your body. You're fighting for wealth that you will die and leave. But at the same time, you take bribes to hide the truth. You sell what is right because of money. I see it happen all over. Even in threats. If you speak the truth, you get a threatening note or a letter, or you get a call, and you fear for your life. What is this world going to? I call upon the entire universe today to unite. Corrupt dictators from Russia to any other part of the world, India, China, Latin, South America, Caribbean, Africa, is the time for we to say enough is enough. Because no man is God, and that is the final frontier. That now that I will send my greatest condolence to the people in Palestine. It is time for the world to call upon the United States and England to sanction those who are killing innocent people. There's not a war between Israel and Palestinians. The bombing of hospitals, killing of journalists, UN workers, children starved to death. You, the women who give birth to children, how you feel? Those people don't even have a grain, a sand to fight with. You could see they're humble. In the time of the Muslim fasting, they are fasting and they're still getting killed. What kind of people are you people call yourselves the chosen ones as Jewish people? But I know better. Not all Jews are corrupt, vindictive, spiteful and covetous, like what Mr. Netanyahu is doing. Not Indian are the same, like what's happening in India and in Pakistan. And not all Arab are the same, because look what is happening to Israel and the Palestinian country. And what happened on the 7th of October, I think an investigation should have carried out to find out if that really happened. Since knowing you had the most secure border. But again, Time will outlive every human being. Even though when they are the occupiers for 70 years or 70 something years, I would ask the United States senators, president, and others like England who are backing Israel, how would you like to know that immigrants are coming into your country illegally, one day bulldozing places in Texas, California, New York, killing you and taking over? What would you do? You had an incident with Hawaii, Pearl Harbor. And if Japan did not surrender because you had mercy, you would have wiped them off the face of the earth. You warned Fidel Castro, no missile close to the border of America. You called Coast Guard and said, turn the ship back, or else there would be no Cuba. Come on, United States of America. You were founded on good principles, and modern generation should not answer for the slaughtering of the red people, the Indians, as we call indigenous people. Modern generation is not responsible for that. And just as much as slavery or cheap labor. But today, we are choosing politicians, in some sense or the other, are worse than those who are invading country, killing people, because you are destroying civilization within. Friends, enough is enough. Whether you're a European as white, African as black, East Indian as Indian, Chinese well Chinese, and other nations between, mix and others, we have to stop looking back and look forward. Let's draw a line and say enough is enough, and unite and make this world a better place. Because what I am feeling, something drastic is about to happen in another couple of months. We will be lucky that if we survive it, there will be shortage of food. There will be a lot of things, plenty loss of jobs. All because of the choice we make with the corrupt politicians them we have chosen to lead the land. I have learned that experience in Georgetown, Guyana. The late Faz Burnham, a black brother. The late Cherry Jagan, an Indian brother, deceived the two nations and caused them to hate each other. But again, ladies and gentlemen, you still have genuine human between the two major races. I don't speak about the Chinese, the Amerindian, the mixed race, or the Portuguese. As far as I'm concerned, between the black and the Indian, like the other race, don't exist. But it is time for you, the Indian, to stop talking who's out of India. Stop talking about arrival. Because you are benefiting from the countries that you arrive in. Stop, and for you, my black brothers and sisters, stop talking about slavery. Okay, you are the one that rule the whole Caribbean and Guyana, time and time again. So therefore, if everything was bad and you condemn it, may I ask both major races to go back right responsibly from Guyana back to Africa and India and leave Guyana alone to the indigenous people? You, the black race in Guyana, many of you spoke of white man slave you. What are you doing to the Amerindian, the East Indian, and other races under the Burnham government? I put an end to a lot and you all hate him. Why you, the Indian, on the other hand, you said they have a rival. What have you done to your own? Much less the blacks, but I can give both of you your rights. You, the Indian, are not a racial set of people. Y'all are very corrupt, covetous, spiteful, ungrateful. I don't know what name to give y'all. Y'all are a bacteria, have no cure. But the civilized one is different from y'all. You, the blacks, I don't think you understand what you're doing, because you are very vindictive, ignorant, and you are the racial one, but then you have the decent one who don't take part in that. all because of the two diseases, Burnham and Jagan. Now y'all are running behind President Ali. When Bharat, y'all run behind him because y'all are beggars. They give y'all a slice of bread, a piece of cheese, little butter, little music, and y'all winding up like tribal affair. And when they don't get your vote, live in the penthouse with bodyguard where you guarding them, killing for them, you still killing yourself to find a bread, a plate of food for your children. I call upon you in Guyana, unite. We have tried the black, we see what happened. We tried the Indian until today, and corruption is so plenty. The courthouse is run by corrupt ministers, corrupt businessmen. I wanted the country's constitution to change, and I would like to live to see Guyana have a national front government, ruled by one of the indigenous race out of the 9 of them, the 9 tribes, administered by the other 5, and the quotation of one people, one nation, one destiny must change. Is 6 people, 6 nations, one destiny, cemetery. Friends, I will tell you a lot of experience on both race because I have both race blood in me. There's good and bad in everything. Even in my own family, I told you the story about my mother, my brother, my Indian sister-in-law, Indra Sigomin. That's slime. Indians are very jealousful, covetous, spiteful, vindictive. Y'all will go to no ends to destroy somebody because of jealousy. Y'all want to own everything. Y'all will not defend Guyana if it's a war. The blacks would have to do it with the other race. Only few of you will help the decent, honorable one. With this, I call upon all Guyanese to be united. Van West Charles, I was made to understand I had joined his party too because I'm a political prostitute. I joined every party was to change Burnham but never asked for power. If Van West Charles happens to be the son-in-law of the late Franz Burnham, the president, and is his wife that Barrett Jack Neal, the vice president, then the president, is alleged because it came from bad, but I got to use alleged because Indian people forget what they say. Give her the whole back of the garden, but couldn't give an Amerindian woman or man a piece of land in their own effing country. What kind of judicial system we have, and what kind of human are you? Burnham take away the Amerindian land according to Amerindian is alleged. And you, the Indian, who think that you are better, because what happened to you, you give Burnham daughter. Barrett Jack, you say it in Queens, I'm going to use a lead steady. Calculators forget what they say. Right? And I was made to understand now Van West Charles is ambassador. So it looked like the more bad things people do, is the more we humble and honor them. What happened to Partab, Gangadin, Aladdin, Smith, Thomas, James, and Henry that vote for both sides of the party? Still in renting out. Still begging for food to mind their children. Tell me, what happened to them? Are they not human? Or because there's not a pack of the wolves to thief and do what they want to do? Tell me. But where is the imam, the pandit, and the priest? Do you all understand your work being a priest? You are the shepherd of the last sheep, and you have a right to oppose the wolves when you see the sheep are suffering. But instead of that, you take pictures with them. You shake hands with them. You want to be seen with them. You want to believe that you're backing the right people, but you are also responsible by using the Quran as an imam, the Ramayana as a pandit, and the Bible as a priest, and close your eyes for what Jesus died for, Muhammad fought for, and maybe Krishna and Ram, I don't know. Friends, it's time for we to unite. We tried the PNC with Burnham, it was a disaster. We tried the PPP with the rest of them, was a disaster. Ali is trying. Look at the oil money. Glenn Lyle keep telling you all steady. How many people we must kill in order to silence the nation? How many people we must strip naked, Ramjatan, so we must keep what we want, criminality, in three-piece suit? The days are coming when changes are around because America always get what they want. All right? I have nothing against your parliamentarian, but I want justice. I am not here to beg y'all for nothing. I beg God. If I've committed any crime, to forgive me. Y'all lie on me like Ali thief lie on us. And I will always say, Mohan Lal say, buy a dam. But I beg this God to let me live to see what will become of all of them and their children. Y'all go to the Obeah man to do nasty things against people. But if there come a time, then even the Obeah man would have to answer. Today, no Guyanese should be renting house. And all the educated ones from Canada to England to America and elsewhere, I call upon you all to unite and come back to Guyana. And let's work for a national front government. A government where the true person belong to the soil of Guyana and not arrive on slavery. Excuse me, I kindly ask you all to unite for that. Some of you say I am biased and I am racial, but I would like you to judge me because my God is the highest judge. How does a magistrate, a judge, a police, a prosecutor feel when you lock up an innocent person because of bribe? Your days are numbered and coming, and there's a curse against the jury. Like the woman on the East Coast that I forgive, who tried to pretend that she worked for Mr. Snow and collect money. She would have been in jail if I didn't pardon her. She used her family who's in the police force and her PNC contact to harass us. But there is a God. She shall eat her filth before she dies. And her children shall suffer on the street of that country. Not forgetting all who hurt us, from the Indian to the black, y'all are cursed. Plenty of you will run mad and eat your filth. All of you. And all who done us wrong, because we don't thief, we don't want from people, we give. We don't say ill things about you. If you curse us, we curse you out. We have nothing against you. But you people better wake up, because the world don't look good anymore. Something big is about to happen within the next 2 months. Plenty of you will serve it. And I call upon Mr. Ali, President, as he said, close all whole house down. Close the liquor store down. Let them buy the liquor from the supermarket. Open up the door to the Caribbean, Venezuela, Africa and India, and elsewhere so they can come and populate the Guyana. It is not coolie country, black country, Portuguese and Chinese. It belongs to two races. The native is indigenous people and the mixed race. And no mixed person can go to no country and claim royalty. And they can say you mixed. We don't need cement here. Okay? This is not you doing the artwork, so you need mixed paint. Okay? But you black people still can hold on to Africa and they can't reject you. And you Indian who still hold on to India, even though they don't represent one another. Caste system. So I call upon all of you to stop your nonsense and let's unite. And give justice and opportunity. And love and affection. Let's unite. I call upon you, President Ali, in the time of Ramadan, open up the prison and set free all prisoners, especially the young man who was stammering since he born, don't have much thinking power. Moses Lancaster was accused for a murder with a taxi driver on the highway. He and two Indian kids. The Indian pass money and they are free. And because he cannot represent himself by speaking, stammering, he's still in jail waiting to die. You have 2 children, Mr. President. Don't let the Lord curse you. I ask you here this Ramadan month to release the young. David Granger released a few. And that says it's alleged. He said too many young black boys in prison. I don't know if he was in China or India. He was in a country with blacks and Indians. That media already have shown its color. We want a president, a prime minister for all the people, not for your religion or your color of your skin or your race. All right? So my friends, I want to wish you all the best. Stock up on food. Stop the bickering among yourself over political people. Don't walk behind them for they feel important. Why they need 10 or 12 bodyguards? Think of it. If they were doing good, they wouldn't need that, right? But every police, judge, magistrate, prosecutor that do wrong to people, your days are coming. Trust me. If you all know what we know, your days are coming. America gets what America wants. And this whole hemisphere. And there are 3 English-speaking countries on Latin and South America. Forget Guyana, because there's one. I want you all name the other 2 for me. All right? I'm not your teacher. And I support the teachers them in their strike. And I want you all to understand, you all ask for what you get. And that is your way of life. Beggars, holes and tea. All right? And for you, the decent Indian and black, I salute you. May God extend your life and may your future of your generation be great. In His name only. Not Ali, not Bharat, not Norton, not Burnham, not Jagan, not nobody but God. Have a good day, and I would like you to subscribe to the channel. I am your host, George Ryan. Thank you.